Breaking news. Thanks for joining me. I'm Ronan from Reality Forecast, joined with Liz Cross and 45 of our closest friends for a morning Monday consciousness transformation technique meditation. How are you, Liz?
I'm fantastic. Thank you. So I wanted to share with the group because, I always bounce everything off this group first. Um, so the question is, or was yesterday, I don't understand why we would make things so difficult for ourselves. And I thought that was that is a big question that a lot of people ask. But the way that this person asked it was in such a way like that doesn't make sense. Like, why would I set myself up to fail? And I said, you know what? Something's just come through to me. And what came through was, as you all know, like I've got kids, and my youngest is 3 years old. Now, anybody who has had children or been around children a significant amount of time, you would know how babies and toddlers behave. And I'm not talking about the tantrum part. I'm not talking about, the frustrating part. I'm talking about that in the face of adversity, these kids are resilient, they're smiling, they find joy and love and everything they do. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Like my little 3 year old, he's smiley, he's happy, everything's funny, everything's great. And the analogy that I gave was a 3 year old, because I got boys. Those of you that have girls, it's a totally different it's a totally different experience from what I've heard. Boys will trash your home and they're loud and they're hungry and they're just, they're on the go nonstop. And like my 3 year old, he'll throw balls at the window. Okay. And from inside, even though we say to him, don't throw balls at the window, but he throws ball, and we have this huge window in the front. And I panic because I'm like, oh my God, if you break that window, it's gonna cost me like $4,000 or $5,000 to replace it, probably with today's prices. But he doesn't see anything like that, right? When he's launching a ball at the window, what does he see? This is fun. This is great. Oh my God, I love this. I love throwing the ball at the window. I want to watch it bounce off the window. This is fantastic. I'm so full of fun. This is hilarious, and all these feel good feelings, right? He doesn't see the negatives. Why? Because they haven't had enough negative experiences, or hopefully they haven't. Some kids are in dire straits and terrible circumstances, but they haven't had enough negative experiences to understand that don't throw the ball at the window. How many times do I have to tell you, please don't do that? You're going to break it. No, this is wonderful. Ha ha ha. And it's even more fun if the dog starts chasing the ball and the dog is crashing all over the place. And then the neighbor's dog comes to visit us all the time, and she's twice the size of my regular dog, and she's jumping all over, and everything is just wonderful and rosy. Okay, my house is being trashed, my window's about to be broken, but everything's great, right? And that's how the souls are. That's what they're doing. They are, when we go into the spirit world, I mean, a lot of times they'll communicate like, I'm ashamed of what I did, I'm sad about my passing. I really believe that's for our benefit as opposed to their benefit. I don't feel like that's for their benefit. I feel like when they get into the spirit world, sorry about my voice, is very humid here today. When they get into the spirit world, everything's wonderful and rosy, and I'm full of love and I'm excited. and we're just going to throw balls at the window, right? That's what we're doing when we're making these soul contracts. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And we're not really thinking about the consequences. Now, when we go to the programmer is like, well, here's the consequences. Yeah, that's great. It's like this removal from reality. Just like the 3-year-old throwing the ball at the window. And even if you do see that you broke the window, you may feel bad for like a minute or two, right? But then what do? You keep on smiling, you keep trucking along and you're happy and you're still going, right? That's what it's like. It's only as we get into multiple traumatic experiences, conditioning of consequences here on the earth plane that we start to understand like this is a drag, right? But it's the same thing. When these kids are behaving like this, I feel like that's exactly what the soul is like. Yeah, okay, babies cry because they're hungry and they need to be changed. Like I get all that. I'm talking about aside that they see joy and bliss and love and everything they do. Consequences don't matter, and because they're not even thinking that way. That's what the soul does. The soul makes these contracts, and even if the consequences are bad, so for instance, like somebody passes away, that's terrible. Or maybe somebody, like especially if a young person passes away, right? That's awful. But when we're making those contracts where the other person is really happy about that, the other person is on the other side of that contract saying, yeah, let's do this, and they're doing the same thing. So the full breadth of the consequences and the weight and the depth, that's with our conscious minds are like, god, how much more can I take? And so that's what we're doing. And sometimes the soul does set us up to fail. Does that mean that you kill yourself? No, because then you'll have to repeat that again. But there are some challenges that were set up that were so difficult that they're almost impossible to overcome. So what do? We go back into the spirit world, we finish out the lifetime properly, and we go back into the spirit world, and then we start making the same contract or the same theme, right? But maybe if I just have it a different way, maybe if I just have these different circumstances, maybe I can resolve this issue in this lifetime. That's exactly what we're doing. And again, when the soul is making the new set of circumstances to finally overcome this issue or these issues that we have not been able to resolve, what are we doing? Wow, this is great. I'm throwing the ball at the window. Woohoo. So that's where we are. And you have to understand that. And life is hard. Life is hard, but it's really the conscious mind that makes it seem so hard, because if we actually knew the reasoning behind all of this and we didn't have the conscious mind here on the earth plane, right? Piece of cake. Oh, yeah, we understand this. If the soul is living in the body without the conscious mind, piece of cake. Yeah, this is exactly what we set out to do. But then you have this conscious mind component that says, oh, God, I can't take this anymore. Right. So, does that make sense to everybody? I just wanted to clear that up, how we make these contracts really devoid of any negative emotions. We're so full of hopium, just like the little kids. Does everybody understand that? Because I feel like that's really important.
In the next life, I'll do another makeup test. No, let's do it this time. Let's do it right. Let's finish the test.
Right. Exactly. And I know plenty of people that have left with so many unresolved issues. I'm like, God, especially family members. I'm like, oh, geez, I hope I don't have to go through that with you again. So what would you guys like to work on today? Ronan, do you have anything in mind?
I I feel like we should work on clearing out the debris in our lifetime so that we can better access our optimum path. Because I think that we hold on to the path so much and it sort of weighs us down. So if we clear out that those negative past attachments, allowing ourselves to move forward more freely, that would be helpful.
As in, when you say negative path attachments, are you meaning like just the traps that the conscious mind traps we're in?
Yeah, the conscious mind
Okay.
ruminations. I feel like
Mhm.
everyone always focuses on negativity, and yet that's what you always think about. So it's like a worry, it's like a fear in this lifetime about what could go wrong and what has gone wrong. And that's weighing you down. It's not allowing you to be your
Right.
optimum higher self here in this lifetime.
The woulda, coulda, shoulda. Okay, let's clear out all the conscious mind traps. Is everybody happy with that? All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection
for the empowerment and protection
of each one of us.
of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief and joy now.
and deep relief and joy now.
So let's take a deep breath. The energy feels really relaxed and peaceful this morning. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, let's go for treasures. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the ability to see,
the ability to see,
optimally recognize,
optimally recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep release now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it. It is done.
I'm giggling because I just know my window is going to get broken one of these days. Oh, it's the biggest fear. Okay. You guys think that I just sit around being psychic all day. Yeah, right. Uh, they're going. Don't throw that. Don't do this. Don't run out the front door naked.
Spirit says turn left. Spirit says turn right.
Yeah. He loves to run out the front door naked. I'm like, why are you standing naked in the front yard? Get back in here. I want to ride my bike naked down the street. Okay. All right. And the last one, which is I think the most important part, the optimum activation of our spiritual helpers and divine team. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers
of all of our spiritual helpers
and our divine teams.
and our divine team.
They will take away any and all dark energy.
They will take away any and all dark energy.
They will take it into the spirit world.
They will take it into the spirit world.
They will heal it and transmute it
They will heal and transmute it
back into white light, positive karma,
back into white light, positive karma,
and put that in the universe.
and put it back into the universe.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. How are we going to word this, Ronan?
I was thinking about that. And
The optimum ability to free ourselves.
Is it an ability or is it a clearing? I guess we need the ability to clear consistently and optimally and continually.
And any other Lee words we can find. Yeah, so we need the ability to clear, the ability to free ourselves from the conscious mind traps. Because just as I explained, that's what causes the traps. It's the conscious mind. Now, the conscious mind is separate from the subconscious, but the subconscious is sending signals to the conscious mind that causes us to be in these traps, right? All of our thoughts, feelings, and opinions are in the subconscious. So whenever we're making decisions, whenever I'm not confident, I can't do that, or whatever it is we're doing, I'm depressed, I'm worthless, I am too fearful, I'm whatever it is, those are the conscious mind decisions, and the subconscious is feeding that into the conscious mind. The information is being fed into the conscious mind, and that's what we're basing our decisions on. Well, how do you know that, Liz? Well, I'll tell you. The reason I know that is because when I'm doing mind probes, I'm bypassing the conscious mind. Why? Because the conscious mind is the PR spin machine. It's the lie machine. You had the Long Island serial killer. No, I didn't do it. Oh, okay. That would be my answer if I just probed the conscious mind. There's no point probing the conscious mind, because the conscious mind is displaying to everyone what they want to see and hear. The true personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions are in the subconscious. And most of the time, the subconscious will feed the conscious mind those decisions. Now, when somebody chooses to lie, They choose to lie based upon probably subconscious experiences or fear of consequences, right? But then what does the body do? The body gives off signals that the person is lying. They start playing with their hair, or scratching their face, or tugging on their ear, whatever the signals are. The heart rate raises. Why? Because now the subconscious and the conscious mind are in conflict, because the subconscious knows the truth and the conscious mind has lied, and the subconscious is like, wait a minute, now you're lying. So that's why it's easy to spot a liar, because you're giving off signals that are in contradiction to what you're saying, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's go for the optimum ability to free ourselves from our conscious mind traps and
All right.
negative self-talk. Is that
Let
good?
us.
Let us. Ronan, you're so funny. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to free ourselves
to free ourselves
from our conscious mind traps
from our conscious mind traps
and also our negative self-talk.
and also our negative self-talk.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief and joy now.
and deep relief and joy now.
So let's take a deep breath or a big yawn. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Ooh, what did you get, Ronan?
I got that the darkness protects you
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like a
Yeah,
warm blanket.
and that's true. That's true. If you look at the reason behind every negative in your life, it's all to protect you. Okay? It is. Why do I have no confidence? Well, because I don't want to have conflict. I don't want to have this. I don't want to have that. So I just avoid eye contact with everybody. And what you do is you put off a signal to other people. Wow, they must be not a nice person. They must be insanely difficult. They're not friendly at all, right? But the reality is going on inside that person is, I can't make eye contact. I don't want to get in a difficult situation, and I don't want to have to end up in a point of conflict. There's always a light, even if it's dark. There's always a light. Okay, so I got the usual messages coming through, like I have no self-worth, I have low self-esteem, I do not deserve to be out of these traps, things like that. Again, if you guys get messages, drop them in the chat, and Ronan can read them off. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I am worthless.
I am worthless.
These traps keep me safe.
These traps keep me safe.
I don't want to argue with anyone.
I don't want to argue with anyone.
I don't deserve to reach my optimum status.
I do not deserve to reach my optimum status.
Good things don't happen to someone like me.
Good things do not happen to someone like me.
What else?
I like being out of balance.
I like being out of balance. I'm argumentative.
Argumentative.
Mm-hmm. That pushes people away. You ever come across someone who's really argumentative? You can't even have a conversation with them. There's
I
a
like my
reason for
10-foot
that.
foot pole
I like my 10-foot pole
to keep people away from me.
to keep people away from me. That's what an argumentative personality does. I like my anxiety.
I like my anxiety.
I like having justification for my bad behaviors.
I like having justification for my bad behavior.
My negative self talk keeps those bad behaviors in play.
My negative self talk keeps those bad behaviors in play.
There is no justice.
There is no justice.
What else?
I'll fix it when I'm dead.
Yeah, right. I'll fix it when I'm dead. Oh, gosh. Anything else?
No,
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
that part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get?
I just got that off in the distance, there's the sound of beating drums, and frequency seems to be a recurring theme with like playing a harp off noted and being discordant. So there still feels like it's out of balance or out of tune, this pursuit.
Okay.
So we're missing something that is keeping us tethered to these negative ruminations, it feels like.
Well, so I got, let me see how to word this. It's almost like, but I like the pity party, right? I like that people feel sorry for me. I like being helpless. I like not being able to accomplish things because it gets me a lot of attention. So somewhere in there, there's, well, feel sorry for me. Things are always stacked against me. I can't win for losing, blah blah. And there's a tension in that. That brings me to that Lucy Letby. I don't know about you guys, but if you guys have, somebody did send a probe through, but if you have more questions to add, that Lucy Letby, if you don't know who she is, you need to look her up because I don't think that it's just about a pity party. There's something else going on there. She's the baby killer in the UK. Anyway, um, yeah, being pitiful gets me sympathy and attention. So, how would you word yours, Ronan, that you got?
Um, I release the out of tune notes and out of tune frequency so that I can always be in tune. It's like I feel like there's a frequency match
Ah,
that we're looking for here, and
mm-hmm,
playing in tune is what we're looking
mm-hmm.
for.
And nobody wants to hear good news. That's what that says to me. Like people that are for your highest good, They want to hear your good news and they want to celebrate with you. Look around. How many people are actually like that? Very few. Very few. Maybe your parents, maybe like somebody in your family. Other than that, nobody wants to see that. We're not like that as a society anymore. That was one thing I could say about the US years ago. Everybody would applaud people's accomplishments. Now we've gone just like Europe. And if you think that European countries, that the mass population sits around applauding people's accomplishments, absolutely not. The more you accomplish, the more you are criticized, ridiculed, and made like the evil person. Okay. Now we, with the economy and the way that our society has turned, we're like that here. Not saying everybody, but just on the whole, we're not celebrating people's achievements anymore. That's what I see. And that's a shame because that's one thing that set America apart from a lot of places in the world. And I'm sorry for those of you in the UK, but you know it's true. Um, I can say that I'm British, you know, idea above your stations, and you know exactly what that phrase means. All right, so let's tap. There's a part of me that knows how to
There's a part of me that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I'd like to be seen as pitiful.
I like to be seen as pitiful.
I gel well with more people.
I gel well with more people.
People do not like to celebrate my accomplishments.
People do not like to celebrate my accomplishments.
I get more attention if I stay low.
I get more attention if I stay low.
I often lose friends and family when I achieve.
I often lose friends and family when I appease.
No, when I achieve. When I
When,
achieve. ACHIEVE. Achieve.
when I accuse.
No. Achieve. Achieve. When I accomplish something.
When I accomplish something.
Ronan, you're so funny. What else? It's better to vibrate at a lower frequency.
It's better to vibrate at a lower frequency
I stay underneath the radar when I do.
and stay underneath the radar when I do.
I don't want any recognition.
I don't want any recognition.
People will not like me.
People will not like me.
What else?
I will not be noticed, and that's okay.
I will not be noticed, and that is okay. People will be angry with me if I accomplish things.
People will be angry with me if I accomplish things.
I'm not supposed to be better than the next person.
I'm not supposed to be better than the next person.
Anything else?
I'll have no friends if I'm successful.
I'll have no friends if I'm successful, if I free myself from this trap.
If I free myself from this path.
Trap or path, yeah.
Oh, this soul trap.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
My mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
My mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I think your consciousness has drifted. That's okay. So I got success does not happen to people like me. What did you get?
I got it's like I'm trying to climb up a muddy mountain and always lose my footing so that it's a futile effort.
Hmm. Trying to climb the greasy pole
Right. Or an icy iceberg, I guess. A slippery iceberg.
or a slippery ice. As long as you're not at the top of Everest and you don't leave your guide there to die.
Yeah, they should close that down.
Oh my God. They really should. They really should. All right. So, success doesn't happen to people like me. I don't like to be in the spotlight. My coworkers or colleagues will hate me. They'll turn on me. Ooh, that's a big one. All right, let's tap. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
If I am successful,
If I am successful,
my coworkers or colleagues
my coworkers or colleagues
will turn against me.
will turn against me.
We're all in this together.
We are all in this together.
No one is allowed to be better than the other.
No one is allowed to be better than the other.
Success doesn't happen to someone like me.
Success doesn't happen to someone like me.
I may make my family angry.
I may make my family angry.
They want me to be just like them.
They want me to be just like them.
People want me to fail.
People want me to fail.
I cannot offload this negative programming.
I cannot offload this negative program.
It's what I know.
It's what I know.
What else? Oh, I'm trying to climb the greasy pole
I'm trying to climb the greasy pole
or the muddy mountain.
or the mighty mountain.
What else?
That's what I got.
Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. We're missing something. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it. It is done.
Okay. What did you get?
So I saw this wall of ticking clocks, and it feels like they're all out of alignment, out of balance. And if we can somehow synchronize our ticking or our frequency,
Mm-hmm.
instead of relying on what other people feel towards us, they will join our frequency. So we need to become the beacon for them to strive to. I think that's what's pulling us down, is trying to wallow with others instead of raising ourselves up.
Misery loves company.
So I'm worried about how people relate to me. I'm worried about what other people think. And yet that should never concern you. You should just worry about, you shouldn't worry about you. Just be you and let them raise themselves to your frequency. Allow
So,
yourself to be raised without being tethered to others.
and here's the thing, right? Those statements that we got through, which were I'm not supposed to be better than anybody. Well, that's social conditioning. right?
Right.
And as we talked about, I think it was last week, the universe isn't fair. It was created on the basis of a war. Does that sound fair to anybody? No. But through social conditioning, we've been told everybody's equal. Nobody should be um better than the other person. But then, as we see in societies that are not communist, and I'm not talking about the communist elite, I'm talking about capitalist societies, it's not fair. But what we do is we sit there throwing a pity party. I'm not supposed to be better than the next person. You already know that people that send their children, and the elites that send their children to high performing private schools at 5 and 6 years old, those children are already light years ahead of regular public school children. When I say public school, for those in the UK, I mean state schools. Public in the UK means private. So I mean, but we're sitting there with these negative messages. I'm not supposed to be better than anybody else. Well, guess who's winning? The people that are winning are the ones that says, "Hell yeah, I'm going to be better than this person, and my kids are too." I'm not sending them to public schools, state schools. No way. I want my kids to mount to something, so I'm sending them here, right? While the rest of us are going, "Oh, I can't be better than anybody else." That's not how the game is played. The game is played. Life is unfair. The universe is unfair. And, I'm not saying that you shaft people in the process, but you have to offload that thinking, that mindset, which is, I can't be better than anyone else. That's dangerous. That's a trap. And a lot of times, especially in other countries, right? People are really looked down upon if they try to achieve, like I said, and you're seen as this, you know, do-gooder, or not do-gooder, that's not the right word, but this money grabber, right? In other countries, if you actually like work two jobs, right, so you can get ahead and save money, people look down on that in Europe. Oh my God, they work two jobs. Oh my God. Trust me, they do. So we got to change the mindset. We are not equipped to change the mindset. What did you get?
It feels like when you look into a crystal ball and there's nothing there, you're looking for something else. So I just feel like don't worry about what other people think of you. Just allow yourself to be like untethered by their expectations. Allow yourself to rise up.
Okay,
You
let's
don't need
go.
to climb the mountain. You can fly to the top of that mountain. You're stuck in the muck, so avoid it. And we're limited by our limitation here, which is walking. So we don't need to do that. We can rise above it and rise above everyone's belief in us or disbelief in us or anger towards us.
Oh, Jesus. Somebody just wrecked into one of our group members' cars
Oh my God.
in their driveway.
Oh my God.
The
I'm
car is
sorry, April.
completely totaled and the lady is hurt, so they have to go. Don't worry, we'll close for you. Jeez. But see, that to me, she's probably gone, but that to me, that's a sabotage mechanism, right? That just spells sabotage, as in energetic sabotage, because you're trying to offload this. This is probably something that's very big to your existence, and now you're being pulled away from the group because somebody's crashed in their car into your driveway and into your car, and they've totaled the car and they're hurt, right? Which is terrible. I'm sorry that that happened, but that to me spells like design sabotage all over the place. Like, I can't let this go. This is a big resistance. um wow. Okay, that sort of threw a spanner in the work. So any and all resistance to changing our mindset. Here we go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal
let go and heal
any and all resistance
any and all resistance
to changing our mindsets,
to changing our mindset,
to changing our internal programming,
to changing our internal programming,
to changing our belief systems
to changing our belief system
that we cannot accomplish our goals,
that we cannot accomplish our goals,
into
into
we can accomplish anything,
we can accomplish anything,
and we will set our minds to it.
and we will set our minds to it.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. My throat is really tight. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Thank God she wasn't sitting in that car, because, you know, a lot of people, they don't want their family to know. They don't have any privacy. So they go sit in their car and they do CTT. Thank God she wasn't in her car doing CTT. What did you get?
I just got that we focus on like the rock in our way instead of the world. It's like,
Oh, that's a good one, actually. We focus on the little things instead of the big picture.
yep.
Good job. All right. My throat is tight. Does anybody else have a tight throat or chest?
Some people do.
Yeah, I do.
What is causing that tightness in your throat, Liz?
Tight throat. Let's see what is causing it. Sadness. I'm picking up on sadness. And it's letting go of this programming, letting go of this mindset, these belief systems. It's like a grief, it's a loss. And I will miss it. Okay, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal
let go and heal
all of this sadness and loss.
all of the sadness and loss.
If I let go, I will if I let go, I will be forced to change.
If I let go, I will be forced to change.
People may not like the new me.
People may not like the new me.
What else?
They won't appreciate the new me and they will shun me.
They won't appreciate the new me and they will shun me. I may have to offload these toxic people in my life.
I may have to offload these toxic people in my life. I'm
And
not ready for this overlay.
Yeah, I'm not ready for this overlay. The reality is, I actually love these toxic people.
The reality is, I love these toxic people.
I do not want to let them go.
I do not want to let them go.
even though I know they're terrible for me.
even though I know they are terrible for me.
So are the habits
So are the habits
and the bad behaviors
and the bad behavior
and the indulgence.
and the indulgence.
I'm scared to let all of those go.
I am scared to let all of those go.
That means I have to make an entire new life for myself.
That means I have to make an entirely new life for myself.
I'm addicted to the wrong people.
I am addicted to the wrong people.
I don't have enough self love to contend with the new me.
I don't have enough self love to contend with the new me.
I'm scared.
I am scared.
What else?
I feel overwhelming sadness.
I feel overwhelming sadness.
I don't have the proper resources
I don't have the resources to free myself from these people.
to free myself from these people.
I'm afraid to apply myself.
I'm afraid to apply myself.
What if I fail?
What if I fail?
I won't be able to get back up and keep going.
I will not be able to get back up and keep going.
I'm too focused on the little things instead of the big picture.
I'm too focused on the little things instead of the big picture.
I'm not motivated to change.
I am not motivated to change.
I will be the only one left.
I will be the only one left.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Now, I felt a massive shift. Did you guys?
I feel joyful abundance. Yes.
Ooh, somebody's gagging. Why is she gagging? Well, that's the resistance. It's almost like letting this go is so big for you. You are really deeply programmed to fit in and not be an individual and not be not to not stand out. You're really deeply programmed. I feel like that was drummed into you from a very early age. Do you understand that? Yeah. All right, let's close. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
optimum guidance,
optimum guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive emotional fulfillment,
gratitude,
gratitude,
self love,
self love,
and the ability to overcome
and the ability to overcome
all obstacles in our way
all obstacles in our life
and all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
in all of those wonderful spaces we have just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Feels good to offload all of this mess. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
All right. As per usual, those of you that are not able to join the group, we do hold for questions for about 15 minutes afterwards. So we're going to hold for questions.
Thanks so much. And we send April a basket of love and hope that everything's all right over in her space. Thanks for joining us this night. And we will see you all next time.